tracking. That's the market action, but we're going to come back to this. First up, let's talk about some individual stocks which are in focus. Hindalco corrects. It is the top loser on the Nifty, down over 4% as its subsidiary Novelis' second quarter numbers disappoint the street. The subsidiary has also lowered its guidance on the capex and realization. So Nigel is here to fill us in with more details. Nigel.
Well, Novelis' numbers were more or less in line. If you're looking at the absolute EBITDA or the EBITDA per ton, EBITDA per ton around $515 per ton, well, that's par for the course. The problem is that the near-term outlook could be muddled because the management on the con call, they said that there are some cost headwinds which could pull back the EBITDA by around $75 to around $100 on a per ton basis. So basically, now the street is staring at an EBITDA per ton number of around $420 to around $450 per ton. The longer term, though, they are maintaining that trajectory of around $525 per ton because they say those, the costs will get adjusted accordingly. And that's why 2 quarters down the line, profitability will be back. The other factors that did come out in the numbers were capex was pulled back. Remember earlier they were guiding for around $1.3 to $1.6 billion. Well, that's got pulled back to sub $1 billion, but some part of the street was already anticipating that. The net debt number continues to remain a little bit elevated. There was no reduction even on a sequential basis. However, in the second half of the year, the management is stating that the working capital will get released, which amounted to around $600 million. So that will be a bit of a relief, and that's why they are guiding for the free cash flows of close to around $500 million for FY23. So they're expecting a big recovery in terms of cash flows. Back to you.
All right, Nigel, thanks for all that update on Hindalco, but it's a tale of two cities between two metal and mining companies. Let's talk about Coal India, which is having a good day in trade, over 3% up in trade, but this is after